Hello YouTube, PlayerSize17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back for another collection update. Don't have anything to say before we get started, so let's just get started. In the background, we are listening to, this is Stratosphere by Substratum. EP out this year. They say it's an EP, but it's over 30 minutes long, so I'm calling it a full-length album. So, Stratosphere by Substratum. Awesome stuff. Alright, yeah, first one up. I did an order recently through Out of Season, and yeah, this is the stuff that I got. First off, got the new one from Sequestered Keep. This is the Vale of Ruined Towers. If you're not familiar with Sequestered Keep, they're like, you know, one of the top dogs right now in the dungeon synth game. Just do a great job of, you know, creating that kind of, you know, that medieval folk-like music. It just sounds really awesome. Out on this kind of a clear with the black inlay or whatever you want to say, and the gold text. Looks good. Yeah, you know, nothing, I wouldn't say that I'm like, oh, this is, you know, above and beyond its other work or anything, but, you know, it's just another really solid release. But it's solid stuff. Dark Age Productions is also doing a CD, but I couldn't help myself. I couldn't wait for the. I can't really find out. I don't think they've listed it actually when that's happening, but it will happen soon. But I want to wait, so I grabbed this. Plus, my new rule with tapes is that there's no rules because I don't follow them anyway. I just buy whatever I want because I'm addicted heavily. So yeah, the Vale of Ruined Towers by Sequestered Keep. Awesome. I think these might. I think these are still available. So I'll definitely leave a link to Out of Season. You can snag it if you are interested. At the same time, at Out of Season, I picked up the reissue of the same band, Sequestered Keep. This is their album from last year, Wandering Afar. Reissue done on this white tape with the green, which I like. That looks cool. Although the original, I think, is cooler looking. It's like a forest green with like a, I can't tell. It's either like a moss green text or the text is like a gold. But I think it's like a mossy green looking thing. But this is cool looking regardless. This release has a cover of Bathory's Hammerheart on it, which is kind of fun. Also available on this tape is the Virgin Forest bonus EP, which was also available on the original too, so that is not anything new. But yep, was glad to finally grab this. Other than the rad you know, the Season Era 2 box set that I got, this was the first time I really have had a chance to buy anything from Sequestered Keep, as the only thing really available has been, you know, flippers trying to make some money. So I never jumped at that. So I was glad to finally get some official releases to pick up. Both came with buttons. That doesn't really matter that much. So yep, like I said, I'll leave a link to Out of Season. Check them out if you're into dungeon synth. And if you're not, I'll leave a link to the new album from Sequestered Keep. And Sequestered Keep is a good listen for someone who is trying to get into the genre. They definitely were the first artists that I really listened to. So I'm biased maybe, but that's just what I'm going to say. Okay, this is another dungeon synth project that I picked up. Not from Out of Season, found this on Bandcamp. This is Pendragon with Morgana. Morgana, I believe, being the evil sorceress who battled against King Arthur, if I am correct, which I may or may not be. Comes on this awesome tape with the label with the art on it, which is rad. I'm not gonna lie, I almost immediately bought this without even listening to it, just because it's so awesome looking. But luckily, it's pretty cool. A little more orchestral, I guess, versus like kind of like minstrelly keyboard, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, cool stuff. This is done by a newer label, Dungeon Synth only, ambient only label. I think done by Ancient Meadow Records or something like that, I believe is what it's called. Wow, this is really in there. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, Ancient Meadow. This band is out of Kentucky. I think Ancient Meadow is also out of Kentucky. They may or may not be related to each other. I'm not sure. I did think this is funny. I'm not sure if this is actually the guy's name or not, but if it is, that's perfect. As the artist is called Pendragon. All music composed and conformed by Pendragon. If not, that's kind of a perfect name for the group. It's cool art. Anyway, yeah, another cool Dungeon Synth project. I'll leave a link to this, like I do for everything else, and you can listen to it. Limited to like, I think 66 copies, so I don't know how many have been purchased, but maybe jump soon. It came with 2 Magic the Gathering cards, which I just thought was fun. I'll probably just keep those inside with it. So yeah, that's the Dungeon Synth portion of the video. Let's get on to some metal. Just said, never heard this, and I wanted to buy it, and so I picked it up. This is The Underground Resistance by Darkthrone. I don't know if other people are like this or not, but Darkthrone has kind of gotten to that point where I kind of just like don't listen to their albums until I buy them, because I just sort of trust that I am into their albums. This is a great example. I super love their album Circle the Wagons, and also really like their album from, what was it, a couple years ago, Arctic Thunder. And so yeah, this one was in the middle, so I kind of always assumed that I would like it. And yeah, so far so good. I've listened to it I think maybe 2 or 3 times, and so far, yeah, it definitely gives me that kind of same vibe that I got from those same 2 records, Arctic Thunder and Circle the Wagons. I got the same kind of feel that I got from those 2 records. So I'm sure the more that I dig into this, the more that I will come to enjoy it. But so far so good. I actually didn't even realize that this is what I was getting, but awesome. It comes in this awesome like digibook version. I'll flip it through here. With a cool. I'm not sure what this may be what the regular liner notes look like too, but enjoyed the presentation regardless. I enjoyed this picture. This one's a good one. Although not my favorite. Yeah, this one's my favorite. There's a dog in it. Woo! So yeah, it's kind of funny in terms of my the Darkthrone albums that I have. I kind of have like bookended their material. I have like a bunch of albums at the end of their career, and then all their stuff at the beginning, outside of Soulside Journey. Credits there, and we got our disc. Shadow. Yeah, so yeah, I kind of have, like I said, I have like bookend discography for them, but I'll continue to pincer in and complete it. So yeah, released on Peaceville, Darkthrone, Underground Resistance. Good stuff. Alright, next one up. Give me one moment. Thank you. Next up, this is a one that I put off for the longest time. And just kind of finally decided to jump at it and finish it, just kind of to finish the discography for this artist. And that is, this is Krohm, Crown of the Ancients. If you're not familiar with Krohm, they are a US black metal band. Actually, one of, I think, the best ever. The discography is just really, really good. I already had this material on the compilation, which is kind of one of the reasons why it took me so long to buy this, because I actually literally had the tracks already. But it was haunting me forever on my Discogs want list, and it's been, I think I paid like, I think $6 or $7 shipped to my door for this, so couldn't really complain about the price. So yeah, happy to finally grab it. You know, awesome stuff. Yeah, Krohm. Definitely check out Krohm if you have not checked out. You know, if you're into, you know, your Leviathans and your Zasters and your other American U.S. black metal that has kind of like the DSBM tint on it, you definitely want to check out Krohm. And yeah, this demo. Actually, no, I think this is considered a mini album. This mini album material is also good. Alright, a couple more, no more metal. I'm trying to avoid sneezing. Alright, got this on Bandcamp. This is a synthwave, synth-pop, electropop kind of a thing going on. This is self-titled release from Finally Some Action. Really like this album cover. What are you looking at? Oh yeah, this is a duo out of Iowa. Oh, stickers. It's a duo out of Iowa. One of the things I really like about this is she's got vocals going on throughout the whole thing, so that's really cool. I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, just a cool mix of you know, some moody synths and some poppiness. It's really cool stuff. I really enjoy it a lot. One of the things that I thought was actually really enjoyable, they kind of have this legend on the back of kind of like sub moods or whatever you want to say. Like up here it says like party hype, chill, kill, over, and then they're labeled here in different colors. I thought that was kind of something I'd never seen that before. I thought that was pretty cool. And I actually went through and listened to the album while trying to keep that in mind, and it holds up pretty well. So I thought that was that was really well done. So cheers to these guys for doing that. So yeah. Anyway, nothing too special. Not a really awesome, super great release or anything, but yeah, one that I thought, you know, good stuff. I enjoyed it. I also sort of enjoyed. This is a subtle nothing, but I enjoyed the way that the lines here kind of like bleeded in with the lines of the ski cap here. I don't know. I just really enjoyed that. Anyway, self-titled. Finally, some action. If you're into electropop, synthwave, synth-pop kind of stuff, maybe give these guys a whirl. What are you looking at? All right, one more, and certainly not the last, last but not least, that thing. This is something that I had as a kid earlier. I don't know, maybe last weekend. It just kind of like popped into my head, and I was like, I have to go see if that's something that I can buy. And it was. I actually was even able to find a sealed copy of it, which is amazing. And yeah, that is. This is a release from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Coming Out of Their Shells. If you're not familiar with this release, I will not be surprised. But maybe you will. Maybe you'll remember this. This is a they kind of had like a Broadway theater show that kind of went along with this. I remember actually having a VHS tape that sort of was like a mixture of like kind of like behind the scenes and also sort of like the advertisement for the show itself. But anyway, they also just, you know, they had songs for the show, so they put them on this cassette tape, and they teamed up with. At the time, I sort of remembered that I had gotten this tape as a kid from Pizza Hut, and while looking to see if I could find links for this on YouTube, I actually found a commercial, so I'll post that too. So that was kind of fun with my memory. It's kind of funny, you know. These songs, you know, as you would assume in general, this is sort of just like a nostalgia trip for me. Nothing on here is like a super amazing song. Everything's kind of like a super, kind of a basic level song. They kind of try to, you know, do a whole bunch of different styles. You know, one day like a rap song. They have like a sort of a surf rocky kind of a song. But you know, nothing that is super standout. Here's our band there. One thing that they definitely had right is that they have Michelangelo on the guitar. Definitely, if one of the Ninja Turtles was gonna rip it up on the guitar, it definitely would be Michelangelo. And I'm not biased. I'm a Raphael guy, so I'm not just saying that because he's my favorite. So yeah, like I said, you know, this isn't like super amazing or anything, but just was kind of a fun little nostalgia trip for me. Got lyrics for all the songs. Lamely, there's a song on here that is like a April O'Neil song that she sings, and the title is April Ballad. Like, could you guys come up with a better song title than that? Like, pretty lame. But anyway, I'll leave links. You can check it out. Like I said, a few times. It's nothing great, but kind of was a fun nostalgia road trip down memory lane or whatever. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. It must have had some sort of error. There's like a label that's placed over the top here. You know, I really want to peel back and see what it says, but I don't want to ruin it. Oh yeah, I also noticed this was kind of fun. And this is obviously it says MCA here on the spine, but in here it says it's copyright by Tour-Toiseshells Records. I don't know if it's blurry or not. I don't know, you could see, maybe not, but yeah, it's Tour-Toiseshells Records, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, released in 1990s, you can see there by the copyright date, and yeah, it definitely sounds it. It is an album that is trying to just kind of branch out and be everything that's 1990. When I asked my wife when we were listening to it out loud to guess what year it came out, she guessed 1988. So it definitely has that kind of feel to it. So yeah, nothing else really to say about this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of their shells. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you're familiar with any of these releases, please let me know what you think of them. And yeah, otherwise, have a good day.